it's the brand of you or the brand of your project, I think is what you're getting at. And it should be the brand of if you're a first timer, it should be the brand of your project. Here's how I'm going to illustrate this, okay? Again, I want you to think about your favorite filmmaker, okay? That man or woman that no matter what they're making, you're going to the theater to go see that film, okay? I'll give you an example. P.T. Anderson is one of my favorite filmmakers, okay? When Hard 8 came out, I knew nothing about P.T. Anderson. I wouldn't have known P.T. Anderson from any other Anderson on the street. But what I did know, and what my friends knew, was that I liked independent dramas. They knew I liked gambling movies and movies about, you know, redemption stories. They knew what kind of movie I liked. They knew that this was right in my wheelhouse. So I had friends that were going to film festivals and saying to me, you have to see this movie, Hard 8. And I went to go see it, and I was like, wow, this is a really, really good movie. But also, as somebody that loves cinema, I said, this is a really good filmmaker. Who is this guy? Okay, and I learned more about him, and I knew at that time that he was, you know, whatever he was at the time, 23, 24 years old, and that he had written and directed this thing. And I said, wow, this guy has got some serious chops. So now I went from being a fan of the movie, okay, to a fan of him. Not totally yet. I wasn't totally convinced yet, because this is one project, and I'm like, okay, let's see what he does next. Well, what he did next, of course, was Boogie Nights, and I went to go see Boogie Nights, and I came out of that theater, and I said, I don't care what this guy does for the rest of his life, I'm going, because now I am a fan of him and the brand of P.T. Anderson, and P.T. Anderson certainly has a brand. It's the same thing with you as a content creator, as a writer, an actor, a producer, a filmmaker. It doesn't matter, okay? At first, it is always going to be about the brand of your work, the project, okay? So if you're a first-time filmmaker, for example, and you're putting up a crowdfunding campaign, people are going to back the project because of, if you're crowdsourcing correctly, the content of the project, because you've identified people who are going to be supporters of the content of the project. For example, I use this in the book, but let's say it's a baseball movie. You're going to go out to every baseball organization, people, you know, you're going to hit everybody on Twitter that has shown an affinity for baseball, comp movies, you know, that are in the space. You're going to go to chat boards and everything else, and you're going to let them know about what you're looking to do. And then you're going to give them ownership. You're going to say, hey, here's a little bit of the plot. What have I missed? What am I doing? You know, hey, I'm going to name the dog today. You know, the dog in the script is an Irish setter. Who wants to name the dog? And you give them ownership. And oh, so-and-so won the contest to name the dog. You get them involved. You get them involved. You get them involved. They're fans of the project. But every step along the way, you are providing them with value. And then you have the opportunity, okay, to deliver on every single promise that you made. I'm going to make this movie. It's going to be exactly the way we talked about. I'm going to bring it in on time. I'm going to send you, like I said, pictures from the set, extras from the set. I'm going to be, you know, interviewing the actors and sending them, saying hi and all this stuff and whatever. And then I'm going to deliver the best film that I can deliver. If you do that the whole way through, guess what happens? They cease to become, well, they'll always be fans of the brand of the film. But now they're fans of the brand of you. And now if your next movie is a 180 from your baseball movie, you know, it's a musical set in, you know, the 1920s, they don't care. Okay, they want to follow you into fire. So at first it's about the brand of the project, and then it's about the brand of you. And then as you move along, if you continue to deliver on your promises, it's the brand of you, the brand of you, the brand of you, the brand of you, all the way through.